Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, Lamine Yamal. Well, this guy, Lamine Yamal, Peter, certainly is a very exciting talent. A natural right winger. We all know about his technique, but he's very impressive with his decision-making too. And when you consider that his job is all about supply, it's all about end product, he's become actually quite good at that. His ball retention...
Oh, he's been caught on it here! Swings in across. That's a good ball out wide.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Rafinha. And here's Perez. That's a cute ball. Good read, needed to be. Tries to play it through. Rijkaard gets over and intercepts. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Nothing significant to report up to this point, but we are still very early in the game. Rijkaard.
Oh, look, this is about as tentative as it comes. Hopefully, a football match will break out soon.
Mitoma. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. And that has been clubbed away. Now it's Haaland. Haaland touches it back.
He's got no choice here. He had to go backwards.
And it's Hullet. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
Jeff, Chiba really are packing the box now.
Yeah, it does seem to be something of a numbers game they're playing.
Well, it's exactly the right approach, Peter. If you can deliver quality balls from out wide, you need to make sure there's someone on the end of it. Simple.
Oh, super ball. And this is Hullet. That's going to go a long way. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Yamal. Can he get away here? Hullet. Can he get it through? And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Looking for options for movement. Hangs in across. Oh, important interception. Almost half an hour in now. Yaya Toure. Now Mitoma. Mitoma. Nicely weighted ball. And this is Hullet. Takes aim and crosses. Van Dijk deals with that comfortably. Yamal. Rafinha. And it's Perez. And he was quick to react. Rijkaard. And he's forced to go back. That's Rijkaard. And it's Rijkaard. Neither side giving way. It has been tight. Rijkaard. Hullet. Played out to the left flank. And he whips it in. He rises! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Firm header just off target.
That's a great attempt, although he clearly feels he should have done better with it.
Yamal. Now it's Mbappe. Mitoma, of course, a dribbler of outlandish ability. Kimmich. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. And it's Hullet. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Rafinha.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
To Gerrard. Perez. Hakimi. Chance, surely! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Good effort, and it is right on half-time. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, I think despite the scoreline, Peter, there's only one team in it. They might not have made the most of their chances so far, but I see no signs of...
Great chance! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Well, it's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
And it's Hullet. Yaya Toure. Kimmich plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. And it's Kimmich. It's Hullet. Knocks it into space.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Nice looking ball. Climbs up big! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Oh, it was such a clever pass that flummoxed the defence, and it could well be revisited, this.
Mateus. Oh, we're still waiting for a goal to report here. Oh, nice touch. And he's played it back. Passing is crisp and sharp. Rafinha.
This is the time you need that pace.
Now it's Yamal. Yamal will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Mitoma. Yaya Toure. A deeply frustrating game so far. Certainly in terms of the scoreline, it remains 0-0. And here's Haaland. Shoots! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Kimmich goes short. Mitoma! And he gets rid in a hurry. That's good play. And it's Hullet. Yaya Toure. And he's in on goal. Now it's Haaland. Hullet proves just a little bit too strong. Gerrard, distributed tidily. Aimed beyond the defence. Goes for a shot!
Substitution on the field. Number 14, Lukaku. Number 9, Erling Haaland. Number 4, Hullet. Coming on the field.
Not pretty, but it gets the job done.
Number 25.
Nicely shaped ball. And now they can spring out of defence. He's in a great position here. He's had a shot! They've scored! That Could turn out to be a huge, huge goal.
Look, before we can even delve into the detail, the significance of taking the lead should be our initial reflection, and that's priceless.
An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
So the first goal of the game.
Look, you can't deny that it's a blow, but this game is far from unsalvageable.
Mitoma is someone who's always looking to catch the eye with his trickery. Hakimi gets across to intercept that. Your impression so far, Jim?
I think the manager's pondering his options as to whether to stick or twist, Peter, in view of the time remaining. He might have a tough call to make now.
And here's Yamal. And he's well positioned. Chance!
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
White calmly anticipates. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
He made it look a bit predictable.
One-nil as we head towards the end. Passes coming off in quick succession here. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Well, there is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Substitution on the field. Number 18, Mitoma. Number 17, Mateus. Coming on the field, number 27,
Serginho. Well, good play on the left-hand side here. This looks promising. Oh, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense.
Jeff Chiba nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
Seedorf.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Kimmich. Very much into the last knockings. He shifted it to the flank. Lovely feet. He's picked his way through. Look at the space here. And again, he's sorted that out terrifically. And time is up. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's only goal. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Yeah, it was never a match that was going to blow us all away, Peter, but I felt...
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. Well, here's your hero, goal scorer, match winner, saviour, all in one. Lionel Messi is indeed one of a kind, and history shows that he is all of those things and so much more.
Yeah, and we can testify to that, having covered quite a few of those games where he showed the very best qualities.
Yeah, time after time, it is a tale of the extraordinary, and we've come to expect the extraordinary from him.
We have.
Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Kimmich. Neymar. And this is Lukaku.
That's just playing it safe and simple. They've got to make this nice and quick.
No, it's come to nothing. Nothing significant to report up to this point, but we are still very early in the game. He's been taken down and the referee has pointed at the spot. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. And he's buried it! 1-0! A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
That's a good penalty. Made the keeper commit early and set himself up for quite a comfortable finish.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Kimmich can so cleverly bypass the press.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet. Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Palmer. Passing is crisp and sharp. Oh, well played, well played. McTominay. Maldini. Rijkaard. McTominay. And it's Yaya Toure. Makalele did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Makalele, very much a man of this moment. Mateus with the challenge. That's a quick free kick. Neymar. And Serginho. Yaya Toure. Kimmich looking to penetrate opposition lines. And it's Yaya Toure. Oh, good ball. And the shot! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Serginho. Decent chance! In he goes again. It's there! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, it still had to be finished off, so well done to the goal scorer, but the keeper should have done a lot better.
Climbs up big! No, he didn't quite meet it right.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Yaya Toure. Defending here is really tight. Serginho. And he shoots! It's anyone's ball now. Now this could be a chance. Mateus proves just a little bit too strong. And he's chosen to go back.
Just too much pressure. Had to go that way.
Now then, the ball's come loose. Royce. Rafinha. And it's Van Basten. Oh, that's well spotted. Neymar. And he's in on goal. Palmer. And it's Royce. Now it's Mbappe. Now Mbappe. And this is Van Basten. Mbappe!
We'll simply have to tip his hat to the keeper here because that was a magnificent save.
It's a good run down the left-hand side. Lukaku. He's found a way through. Haaland. There's the shot! Sticks it away! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. What a delicious finish. That is immaculate.
Yeah, the right touch in moments like that is key to what follows. All very neat and tidy.
And that is going to be the final action of the first half. Well, what a comeback. Certainly I didn't see that coming, nor I think did many in this crowd. And we are up to the break.
Well, give me a moment to get my breath back. What a super half of football. Incident-packed, goals, comebacks, and the match being turned on its head. Which way it's going to go from here, it's anyone's guess.
Very little in it. The score at half-time is 2-1. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed... Oh, what has happened here? Now it's Neymar. Mateus. And it's Kimmich. Nicely weighted ball. And that has sent him sprawling. Oh, he's got that all wrong, and it's a penalty. So a big chance now from 12 yards. So this to extend their lead. And Cech pulls off a sensational save. No, he's missed it.
Not the best spot kick I've ever seen, but they've got to keep their heads up and chase this game.
It's their second corner of the game. Kimmich plays it short. Serginho. Serginho's cross. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. He's tried one! They want to be quick to recover this. It's crossed in. In he goes again! Didn't quite get enough on that.
That's good play. Plenty of targets in the penalty area and plenty of movement too.
Vardiol. Kimmich. Vardiol. And it's Makalele. And it's Royce. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Now it's Neymar. Yaya Toure being hounded, manhandled at times.
Well, he's the quarterback.
And a chance! It's a goal! What remarkable powers of recovery!
Exactly what you want to see from your players. courage, fight in the face of adversity. You couldn't ask for much more. Oh, what a lovely exchange, Peter. I mean, he did the give and go, and that's just a lovely return ball. The weight of it was absolute perfection.
So all square, and not for the first time.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Rafinha, played out to the left flank. Royce. Mateus. Yaya Toure. Ball's played through. Palmer did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Yeah, they're looking for some imagination, and his job's going to be to add that element of craft and guile, the man pulling the strings.
Mateus. Passing nice and neat. Iniesta. And he knocks it clear. Messi. Messi carries the ball down the right. Iniesta was in no mood for any of that. Mateus. And this is Lukaku. Oh, that's a very decent ball now. He's got away. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Spread out to the left. Royce in acres of space out wide. Van Basten. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Yaya Toure. Pass somewhat off target. Palmer. Great vision.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
McTominay gets it away. Oh, there's a probing ball. And here's Van Basten. It's Van Basten! Goal at his mercy, and somehow he's missed it.
Van Basten has delivered a really costly miss. It could have been their last chance to win it.
Can he get on the end of this? That's good play. Oh, shooting chance! It's loose now and they want to get it back.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Rafinha. Now it's Palmer. Mbappe. Palmer.
Has been indicated.
And he thumps it clear. And here's Rafinha. Taken back almost at once. Rafinha. Royce. Great ball, and he's in here. Can he finish? So nearly the total turnaround. They simply ran out of time. It has ended all square. A good watch, more than a good watch, actually. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. And already we're underway here.
Well, this 4-4-2 formation is often used in the modern era defensively, but it used to be the gold standard of formations a generation or so ago, Peter, and it does allow the fullbacks to play a key role in attack.
Yeah, they offer most of the width, don't they?
Exactly. You want them to be high up the pitch so they can get themselves into the final third whenever possible. This will, of course, ask an awful lot of the centre halves and the central midfielders, who'll need to drop into position and cover the spaces.
Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Engages and forces him off the ball. Oh, good-looking ball. Lukaku picks it up out wide. Shapes to shoot! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
This guy, Declan Rice, is a player I really rate. With him, you get exactly what it says on the box. A workhorse defensive midfielder who likes to stay in the deeper part of midfield, knowing his primary job is to make sure he shuts down any build-up play in that area.
Yes, getting the best. Terrific header! Firm header, just off target.
That's a really decent chance.
Yaya Toure. Neither side yet able to find the net. For Yaya Toure. Maldini. Yaya Toure. And it's Hullet. McTominay, a player who needs no introduction. And this is Hullet. And he's quick to get it clear again. And claimed it back swiftly. To Maldini. Rijkaard. Rijkaard going full tilt down the left. And that has been clubbed away. And here's Lukaku.
Lukaku really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
McTominay deals with that comfortably. Deftly away. And it's Bellingham. Owen. Shot a goal! Hullet gets rid without sophistication. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Kimmich. No, he's not getting his way this time. And he goes cross-field.
Good ball, that too.
Yaya Toure. And it's Hullet. And here's Lukaku. Takes a shot! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Hullet really must be thinking what he has to do to score there. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
And it's been taken short. Hullet! He's scored! First blood drawn. He made it happen. Squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning...
And Owen!
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Now it's Haaland. Kimmich. Hullet. 5 minutes till the break. And here's Zaniolo. Gets into some space. Crosses it in. He's got tall. He's missed, but not by that far.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
The only breakthrough then came late in the first half here, and that is the difference. 1-0 the score. McTominay.
Added time.
Deep into stoppage time. And that interception was most necessary. And we hit half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead, and that gives them something to build on after the break.
Yeah, I like the fact that there was a genuine flow to this game as well as intent, but I can't help feeling that their efforts deserved that little bit more.
Leading 1-0 at the break. And the game has already resumed here. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. Yaya Toure. Maldini. It's Hullet. Mitoma looking to be a menace in the final third. And here's Haaland. Haaland! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Haaland actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Corner number 2 then. Kimmich goes short. Chooses to go back. Zaniolo stood his ground strongly. And it's Hullet. Hullet will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. It's a promising position. And it's skewed away. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him. Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Oh, he's got a sight of goal. Messi did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. McTominay. Now it's Kimmich. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Not the most accurate pass. Bellingham. Done delicately. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Pressing high and with purpose. It's good pressure, good intensity.
Look, if they want to shut down the threat, he's a very good place to start.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. Neymar to come on, a change that had been mooted for a while.
Yeah, he's looking for instructions, probably something along the lines of, go make a nuisance of yourself.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
I think the manager's pondering his options as to whether to stick or twist Peter in view of the time remaining. He might have a tough call to make now.
Whistle's gone, that's foul. And he's taking no chances there. And it's Bellingham. He's had a shot! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Mitoma is someone who's always looking to catch the eye with his trickery. Mitoma. Neymar. Now it's Lukaku. Now it's Haaland.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. And now the breakaway. Oh, well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Now it's Owen, and he's had it nicked away. That's a foul, no two ways about it. And no surprise, that's a booking. Well, there is concern on the faces of the players standing around him here. The pass has gone astray, and he's gone looking for safety. Van de Ven. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. 1-0 as we head towards the end. He shifted it to the flank. Now it's Rice. And here's Forlan. Now it's Rice. Spread neatly. Maldini is there, and he can get that clear. It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Chance to deliver.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting. Pullet is being withdrawn here, but he's certainly made his mark.
Well, this could purely be down to rotation with the next game in mind, but he doesn't look very happy.
Maldini. I think we're just about done here. And it's Serginho. Dixon.
There will be 3 minutes.
He is just caressing the ball. And it's Serginho. Now Neymar. Lovely pass, but can he get there? That is lovely. And that will be it. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's only goal. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Now, Franco Baresi, still to this day the ultimate benchmark for anyone of a defensive mindset, Jim.
Well, I'd be hard-pressed to name anybody who got close when it comes to reading the game as well as him. He leads by example, always timing his challenges to perfection and knowing instinctively when to bring the ball out of defence. It's almost like having a defender and a playmaker combined.
Kimmich. Yaya Toure. Serginho. Now it's Hullet. And it's Maldini. De Jong. It is early, but the game hasn't yet sparked into life. Yamal. Great vision.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Yaya Toure. Serginho.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
And there's green grass ahead of him. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. And that's put paid to a promising move. Mateus. Baresi with the clearance. And it's Serginho. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup.
Well, neither team has yet managed to impose any authority, and as a consequence, this game's just drifted.
That's an imaginative pass. Oh, he's played it in low. And it's claimed by the keeper. Now he's got space here. There's the shot! Oh, split-second reaction.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And it's hoisted clear. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Lovely passing, lovely movement as well. And now they can spring out of defence. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Yamal. Driving on and making good progress. Well, that is one way to stop him. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Kimmich. And here's Haaland. Baresi did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Plays a sharp little ball here. 30 minutes gone. Yaya Toure. Pull it. And this is Lukaku. Haaland is onto this. Haaland! They've scored! A truly wicked strike, nigh on perfection.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
The goal scorer after 33 minutes.
So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now. Bayer Leverkusen really have found that they're getting more space out wide, and I can see now there's a lot of activity developing in that area, Peter.
Yeah, it's busy in there, isn't it?
Yeah, the wide players are doing their stuff and are grabbing the attention right now.
And here's Hullet. Mateus. And here's decent chance! They've scored! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. What a moment of brilliance. Control and perfect accuracy.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
And yes, it's him again. So that's two now without reply.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Aimed beyond the defence. Now that's well seen too. Serginho. And here's the chance to counter. McTominay. Now it's Rashford. And he cuts out the supply.
Added time.
Rijkaard. Now Yaya Toure. And that'll be the final action of the first half. How would you review the first half?
Well, Peter, 2-0. You're faced with the choice of just trying to see the match out or forcing the issue even further. I'd always be inclined to go for the latter, go for a third, especially with a full half of football still to play.
It has been a remarkable contest, decorated by goals, and two between them at half-time. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. And that's really well manoeuvred. Mateus. And it's Hullet. Strokes it back.
That's good pressure. It gave him no other choice.
That's a good ball out wide. Now it's Yamal. And he's managed to get free. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
Yet another interesting duel this.
Shoots! That was a good run. The defence looked beaten there. And this is Lukaku. Oh, super find.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
He's found a way through. Here comes the cross. Serginho. Early stages of the second half, and still two between them. Now that looks a decent ball. Oh, played right into his path. And the keeper gets his hands on it. Hakimi. And Yamal. And it's De Jong. And he's picked it up out wide. Very nicely done. The ball goes in. He gets big. Really well taken goal. He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Oh, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
So 2-1 now, and things have got a whole lot more enthralling here.
Yeah, this is a real psychological test now that will tell us whether one side buckles and the other kicks on.
Back towards the middle. Rijkaard. McTominay. Mateus. Mateus. Oh, this is a terrific run. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Fermin. To Hazard. Hazard going face-to-face with his great rival. He's in plenty of space here. Cleared without hesitation.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Yaya Toure. Serginho. Serginho will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Bayer Leverkusen choosing to make the first change. Goulet getting the call here in what can be interpreted as a clear show of intent.
Well, this could lead to the injection of energy that might disrupt the rhythm of their opponents.
Number 5, Goulet. Number 20, Diego Forlan.
Substitutions taking place.
De Jong played into space. Hazard. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Big chance!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
That's a throw. Bayer Leverkusen making consecutive changes here.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Mohamed Salah.
Hakimi. And it's Arda Güler. Toure goes hurtling down that left-hand side. That's the keeper's ball.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
Not much time now for anything fresh to happen, I think. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
And he's forced to go back. And back to the keeper. And the referee brings it to a close. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of football. A real ride that had all of us glued to our... Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. And the shot! It's there! game springs instantly to life.
That's the purpose and intensity they showed from the first moment. They really did fly out of the blocks here.
Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. And here's the chance to counter. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Mateus. Turns back here, probably the best option. Kimmich. Mitoma. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Mitoma. Mateus. So just a one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Now, what about a counter-attack? Lizarazu. Now, can they get him away? So, what can they make of this? And played cross-field, changing the point of attack. Yaya Toure. And Mateus. Played back in. And here's Lukaku. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Now, looking to orchestrate a counter. Passes coming off in quick succession here.
Jeff, Chiba really are packing the box now.
Yeah, it does seem to be something of a numbers game they're playing.
Well, it's exactly the right approach, Peter. If you can deliver quality balls from out wide, you need to make sure there's someone on the end of it. Simple.
Out to the left it goes. Here comes the cross. Dida claims it without any fuss. Szoboszlai. Knocks it into space. And into the grateful arms of the keeper.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Mateus. Yaya Toure. Great ball, and he's in, and Hullet! David Villa. Davids. The defender is not giving up on this. Now it's Hullet. He's got plenty of space out wide here. And that has been cleared. Davids. Szoboszlai. Baresi. And it's Belletti. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. David Villa in acres of space out wide. And he's quick to get it clear again. And that's been won straight back. He's picked his way through, face to face with the keeper. He's found some space. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. David Villa, and he cuts out the supply. Mateus. McTominay. Kimmich plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. And it's Hullet.
Jeff, Chiba can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
McTominay. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. That's Rijkaard. Maldini. And it's McTominay. Kimmich, who does have an assist to his name. For Yaya Toure. David Villa.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Great vision. He's in space and looking for options. Mitoma. Chance! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Mitoma really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And the whistle goes for half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead, and that gives them something to build on after the break.
I think on the whole the team linked up very well and has been organised, hence their position. They can afford to be a little braver with the ball, I think, something they'll be told many times, I'm sure, during the interval.
Everyone, please.
Leading 1-0 at the break. And that's the start of another 45 minutes. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. Nice looking ball, gets into some space. Opts for safety. Maldini. Kimmich. Yaya Toure. Hullet. Back into the middle. It's a threatening ball. Can he finish? Well, now it's a race for the ball. Szoboszlai. And it's Rijkaard. David Villa. Now it's Batistuta. David Villa. Oh, well played, well played. Looking for the run. Good claim, no margin for error there. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Rijkaard. Still just a single goal between the sides. Maldini. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And he's managed to get free. No, not quite on the same wavelength. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
I think the manager's pondering his options as to whether to stick or twist Peter in view of the time remaining. He might have a tough call to make now.
Dealt with nicely by the defence. And he's forced to go back. Maldini. Now Mitoma. And it's Yaya Toure. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Decent chance! He can get that clear. Played out wide. Great defending, strong and determined. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. It's a good 30, 35 yards out, this. They're taking a moment to consider their options. Oh, important interception. David Villa. Now Davids. Belletti. David Villa. Now Mitoma. Szoboszlai. Szoboszlai receives it in a good position here. Mitoma! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Ruben Dias calmly anticipates. Can he get it through? McTominay kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Kimmich. And it's Yaya Toure. And here's Haaland. Haaland touches it back.
They're really getting no time to think on the ball here.
And he's on a charge.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
That's a shade optimistic.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
1-0 as we head towards the end. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. And it's played... Big header! Goal! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
2 up and very little time left. Surely this is it.
Well, I think if they're going to have any hope from here, they'll need to see their more experienced lads step up to the plate now.
Elects to cross.
There will be 1 minute
McTominay.
added time.
Yaya Toure. Mitoma, of course, a dribbler of out... And that's that. Well, don't you just love it when a plan comes together? Victory never in doubt in the mind of the mastermind in all of this. A solid win. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. And here's Lukaku. That is good strength. Neymar! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it. And this is Lukaku. He's having a shot! And it's a goal! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. And that's very disappointing, it has to be said. Yaya Toure. And it's Hullet. Well seen, saw that coming. Played out towards the right wing. It's a promising position. Cross flung in. Oh, what a climb! Oh, hang on. Referee's had a good look and given a corner. That's gone all the way through to the keeper. And now they can spring out of defence. So just a one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. Yaya Toure. Spread out to the left. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Neymar going face-to-face with his great rival. Yaya Toure. Serginho, and he welcomes it in. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Can he get it through? Maldini kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Rijkaard. Hullet. Now it's Lukaku, and that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And he welcomes it in. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Maradona. Messi. Now it's Mbappe. Kimmich. Played towards the other side.
Good ball, that too.
That ball looks a good one. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside.
Oh, that was one big no-no when you've got a queue formed in the box.
And this is Lukaku. And that has been clubbed away and reclaimed it in a trice. Knocks it out wide. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Messi. Now, what about a counter-attack? Not the most accurate pass.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
And it's Neymar. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, that was no routine save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Kimmich plays it short. And this is Hullet. Neymar. Aimed beyond the defence. Ball swung in. Firm header just off target.
That's a great attempt, although he clearly feels he should have done better with it.
It's their second corner of the game. Knocks it into space. Delivers. Terrific header! He's scored! 2 up now, and they are cruising. No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Lukaku demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man.
Climbs up big! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Maradona is offering a wry smile there.
Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Serginho. Hullet. Spread it left. Serginho providing an outlet on that flank. It's Hullet. It's a good spell of possession, this. Now this could be a chance. Oh, he's got a crucial block in there. Oh, that's been cut out, well played.
2 added minutes
Park
has been
Ji-sung.
indicated.
Neymar. McTominay. Serginho. And that'll be the last act of the first half. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Jeff Chiba certainly can feel happy about how things have gone, but now isn't the time to take their foot off the pedal. They need to keep pushing, keep imposing, don't leave the door open for the opposition.
It has been a remarkable contest, decorated by goals, and 2 between them at half-time. And we are back underway. Rijkaard. And it's Yaya Toure. That has been slung wide. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Takes a shot! And that has been knocked clear. Lukaku finds himself offside. Yaya Toure opts for safety. Rijkaard. Maldini. Oh, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Great vision. Neymar. Neymar's cross. Defending of the desperate variety. And this is Messi. He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
So 2-0 the scoreline early after half-time. And it's Lukaku. Haaland receives it in a good position here. Quarter of an hour into the second half. Out to the left it goes, and he's picked it up out wide. That's a mighty effort! It's run loose, who's going to get there? Cleared without hesitation. Serginho. It's Hullet. Oh, that was vital. And they can counter here. Now it's Mbappe. He shifted it to the flank. Park Ji-sung receives it in a wide... Park Ji-sung! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Now it's Lukaku. Serginho. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
And he's managed to get free. Swings in across. And back to the keeper they go. Maradona running with the ball. Now it's Mbappe. And that's gone behind for a goal kick.
Substitution.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. Played out to the left flank. Oh, that's delightful. And it's Maradona. Looking to play him in, and he was quick to react. Rijkaard. Maldini. Zaniolo. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Park Ji-sung. Now it's Mbappe. Over to the left. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. And this is Park Ji-sung. Stood up well to him there. Pull it. Leading by 2 and the finishing line in sight. And he's been shifted off it. And it's Neymar. Looking for options for movement. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. That'll be a throw-in. Final checks on the touchline. A change about to occur.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Oh, super find. Zaniolo gets into a good position. Now, this could be a chance. Shapes to shoot! And it's there! Up by 3. They have their boot on the throats of their foes. Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Oh, can he finish? And the keeper has shown real class. He had to be at his very best. Toure getting this one clear. Maradona. There's the shot! And that's it. So a real showpiece win. This lot was simply far too clever for their opponents, and despite their best endeavours, it has ended in an easy win. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. If you're just joining us, we are already underway.
In a system like this, Peter, the winger-fullback combinations can be absolutely crucial.
Yeah, and no doubt you can expand on that for us, Jim.
Well, there's just so many potential options and movements. Overlapping, underlapping, wingers vacating spaces to be occupied by fullbacks, coming inside, creating overloads down the middle on either flank. You get those right, and this can be a very effective system.
A tried and tested formula.
And believe it or not, Peter, we even did that back in my day.
Bale. There is Franck Ribéry, just a smashing player, Jim.
Yeah, and I'm sure we'll see an awful lot of him out on the wing here, Peter. He'll inject an awful lot of energy and pace into this team's attack, but he's also got an eye for a killer ball. That's why he's racked up so many assists at club level.
Yeah, double figures every season is the norm for him. Great numbers.
Yeah, can't argue with stats like that.
Mateus. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup.
Yet another interesting duel, this.
Neymar. Picked out brilliantly. Kimmich touches it back.
Just too much pressure. Had to go that way.
Ødegaard. Could move up a gear here. And it's Neymar. To Roberto. Quality ball. Oh, smashing header! Just off target. And there's his chance to lead the counter. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Climbs up big! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Lukaku actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Gabriel. For De Bruyne. And it's Ødegaard. And played cross-field, changing the point of attack.
That's a cracking pass to stretch the opposition.
Neymar going face-to-face with his great rival. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. Oh, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Mateus. Yaya Toure. Ribéry. Ribéry running with the ball. And that should get the job done.
Ribéry really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
And it's Serginho. Yaya Toure. And Mateus. And this is Yaya Toure. Frimpong gets it clear. Turns back here, probably the best option. Toure really struggling to influence the game.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
Good ball, good take. Real chance! Oh, and that is really good tenacity. McTominay getting this one clear. And now a sudden chance to counter. Maldini. Rijkaard. Half an hour played now. And that's very disappointing, it has to be said. And this is Neymar. Kimmich did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Knocks it out wide. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Serginho. Oh, he couldn't quite make it. And it's Ribéry. Well, anyone who's joined us late, I can confirm that in terms of goals, at least you've missed nothing. Oh, good take in a good area. Oh, he's been... And a shot! Goal! River Plate! And it's River Plate who go in front. Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
That's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
So we have the first goal.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
Kimmich hurtling down that right flank. Mateus. Yaya Toure. And it's made its way to Neymar! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Neymar really must be thinking what he has to do to...
And there is the half-time whistle. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time because in truth they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
And the game has already resumed here.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Oh, look at the space here. Chance for a shot! He's got a goal! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Showing great feet there. And it's Kimmich. Great ball, and he's in here. Neymar! He's missed, but not by that far. That has ended up in no man's land. Now it's Ribéry. Crossed in early, and he was alert to it.
Was that the first time we've seen them try that? It's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about.
He's got away. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Mateus being hounded, manhandled at times.
Well, he's been dropping into space and spraying balls all over the pitch, so enough seems enough now. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
They've played it short. Thuram. No, he couldn't get hold of it.
That was really good pressure. They did enough to put him off in the end.
Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Mateus. Backward it goes. Yaya Toure. That's Maldini. And it's Kimmich. Now McTominay. Kimmich. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, that was vital. Ødegaard. More and more pressure on the ball here. Neymar. Takes a shot! That's another chance! Goal! River Plate! And there get themselves in front! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Yeah, his instinct told him that the keeper would struggle to cope with that, so top marks for him following up. I think it's really sharp play, it was well read, and he was a little quicker than everybody else.
River Plate go into the lead.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Good defending there, they've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. Mateus. And here's Thuram. Engages and forces him off the ball. Can he spark a counter here? And it's Ødegaard. Great vision. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Zé Roberto gets flagged offside.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
It is looking like the end. If anything's going to happen, it's got to happen now.
All they need is one big chance, and it may do the trick.
Can he finish?
It's make or break time now, and they're all headed for the penalty box.
Hoeneß is on. Shot at goal! He scores! We thought it was over. It's all square once more. Oh, that is a sweet finish, gorgeously controlled and ruthlessly dispatched.
Yeah, the right touch in moments like that is key to what follows. All very neat and tidy.
Final checks on the touchline, a change about to occur. All square again into the dying minutes.
Credit where it's due, this is great attitude. Now the only question is whether there's enough in the tank to grab another.
That's a cute ball. Gabriel gets over and intercepts. Now he's off and running. McTominay making good progress on the right-hand side. Gabriel, time added on 4 minutes. Nicely weighted ball. Always onto this. He's picked his way through. There's the shot! Oh, that's incredible! Late in the day, this could well be it! All over in seconds. That's what they can do to you.
Yeah, well, the opposition had plenty of warning here, Peter. Look at how quick they were going the other way. Exactly what you need when you're playing on the counter-attack.
Having turned the game. And that is that. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game from those players. What unity, what joy. That was so very, very good. Hoeneß picking up.